Getting the set ready for Mom and Daddy. Yeah, right there. So we got these 6 chairs here, and this is our first commission set. We're doing these for a colleague of ours, another course teacher, yay. So we're going to be sanding these down. I got the seat cushions pulled off, and those are going to be redone by the client. So we're just taking them off, and we're going to be sanding these down and painting them gray. Now, on these chairs, they have quite a bit of runs and some holes and chip paint and things like that. So we're going to be doing a lot of sanding on these to get them down to where they need to be so that we can repaint them smooth and have a nice finished product. So I'm putting on an 80 grit sandpaper here. We want to get down pretty deep. This paint is really thick that's on here, so we think it's going to take a little bit of power to get down back to some smooth stuff. So I just want to talk a little bit about what we did. We forgot to hit record for one thing, but that's okay. I'll just tell you what happened. So there are a lot of little dents and dings in this and little pinholes that need to be filled. So what I did is I got some premium wood filler, 3-in-1, custom 3-in-1 filler and sealer from DAP. That's what it looks like to fill some of these holes. So we filled the holes, left it over lunch, came back, and then re-sanded, okay? So just put a little bit. This stuff worked really nicely. It's different from my Minwax permanent wood filler. This is more like drywall mud, if you've used that before. So you just put it on there, let it dry, sand it down. You don't have to put the hardener in with this. And since there were so many, we figured we better switch to a product like this for these chairs. Now we're gonna add primer. For our primer, if you've seen our videos before, you know we use the Ben Shellac primer and sealer. It's the ultimate stain blocker, so that's why we like to use it, especially when we're getting down to the wood, like on this chair.
We'd been toying with the idea of getting a sprayer, and we decided if ever we needed one, these chairs were the time. So the first thing we had to do was set up an area where we could spray without getting overspray onto the house, into the yard, and things like that. So we got out our beach canopy and we got some plastic, and we're just draping it along the sides and along the bottom and holding it on with painter's tape. It wasn't the best solution, but it did work. After using a brush to prime one chair, we decided we needed to get the spray primer as well. So this is still the bin, the exact same stuff, but in a spray can and with a little spray attachment to make it a little easier on your finger and to just make it go a little faster.
We've had a hard day. It's the day after my birthday. Hey. But it's been a hard day. I don't know why. We don't know why. I just got home from church and we're gonna work on some of these chairs. These chairs have been the hardest thing in the world to do because there's so many nooks and crannies, and they're all, these are pretty dinged up in some places. So we had to really work to get them smooth, but I can do anything as long as I got this one.
Here Todd's putting on final touch-ups with our sprayer. It was a really awesome coverage with this combined with the Paint Couture that we love to use. They're turning out great. There was definitely a little bit of a learning curve using this sprayer, but it was so nice and so much faster and easier than it would have been to brush or hand roll all of these chairs with all their nooks and crannies. Last step is top coat. We're going on with a flat top coat using our sponge, and we're doing 2 coats of top coat on the chairs to help protect them and keep them durable.
So these were a commission piece, as you know from earlier in the video, but I guess we just learned, throughout this process that chairs are not like dressers, in that they're pretty ornate a lot of times, and you have a lot of different spots to get into to try to sand down. They're a lot more traffic heavy, so they have a lot more wear. They have dings and dents in them that have to be dealt with.
Yeah, and we did our best, but we definitely didn't get all of them on these chairs because it was just going to be too much. So it's going to be, even sanding them down completely to the wood, like, we wouldn't have gotten rid of all the nicks.
Yeah, and we did that with the first few, and then we saw how they turned out, and it was like, it's better to just try to fill the holes instead of sanding it down all the way.
Yeah.
I've watched Christina Mascari at Pretty Distressed. Check out her channel. She does amazing work. Do a dining room set before, and she does it a lot better and a lot faster than we do. But I think she talks about in her videos too. She hated seeing a dining room set come her way at the beginning, and she would just turn them down. So that's where we are right now. We've done our first set. We're probably going to take a long year, 2 years, 3 years before we accept another one. But yeah, so normally we turn a dresser over in a day and a half, 2 days, and these took us all week.
Yeah.
Yeah, we worked on them every single day. So before you dive into a dining room set of chairs, I'm sure maybe a table is a little bit different, but the chairs, Really consider your time if you're making them for a flip, because this took us way more time than we ever would have projected. Yeah.
But they're done, and I think that she'll be happy. I think that they turned out as well as we could have made them. So
yeah, they went from white to pretty gray. So it's really important that you use a good paint. We use Paint Couture for this one, and they turned out really nice, even with the dings and dents. So I hope our client is very excited about these and loves them for a long time. And you know, doing the multiple layers of top coat really helped them last for a long time too.